What is our project today? I just fixed this door. This is not part of the project. This door used to be sagging. It's not sagging anymore, is it? And it used to be pushed in real far at the top. And it used to stick way out at the bottom, way far out. And I ended up having to adjust the door stop and do some other stuff and fix the hinge up there. And that's not part of the project, but I've got that on my YouTube channel. Go to my playlist on the main channel page, find the main channel page, go down to playlist, and then scroll down to doors. I've got so many different videos on doors, it's unbelievable. But you'll find how to fix a sagging door, how to adjust an existing door jamb or something like that. And I'm going to start working on this door. I'm not really going to show you the whole thing. I'm just going to show you a preview of it and what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to paint all these doors and door frames, the walls, the ceilings, the whole thing inside this condo. Obviously, I couldn't do anything on this before painting until I fix that, right? Okay, I'm going to caulk it all and caulk the nail holes, recaulk all this and the top and all that kind of stuff, obviously, and before getting ready to paint. But I didn't want to paint everything first and then find out, oh, look at this, this door is sagging, it's rubbing already. Why did the painters paint this? How come they didn't tell me? Well, I'm the painter on this job and I know better, okay? So I got this door closed. And see, first off, it's not even latching. That's because the door face is not flush with the door jamb. It's sticking out. And at the bottom it's flush and it's fine. That's sticking out there. Look at the top. My word. Look at that. You can see it needs to be pushed in about, oh, I don't know, at least a 1/4 inch. And I can fix that. Now, whoever installed this door, they probably replaced it and the door was warped and they probably didn't know how to fix it and they readjusted the stop. See this stop? This stop is supposed to be 1 3/8. That's the thickness of the door. It should be at least 1 3/8 or a long 1 3/8. If I look at that, it's about 1 1/8. You see what I mean? This has to be pushed over. And I don't know why they were to do something like that with the doors warped. There's certain things I'm going to look at with the door being warped and that I'm going to make look better, okay? So I'm also going to look at this door and see if it's sagging. It's not sagging, is it? See the gap between the door and the door jamb, let's say. I got about 3/16. This looks fine over here. I look down here on the bottom. I got too much of a gap, so I know later on I can mess with this by adjusting the hinges, because I'm going to install some new hinges. I can adjust the hinges by putting screws in there on the back side, use them as shims. I used to use cardboard or little pieces of wood or metal and put in there, and I thought, hey, why not just use some screws? That's what I've been doing lately, and it works out perfect. So I can get this gap closer. I don't have to mess with it now, do I? Before I paint, but I do have to mess with that because there's no way when I get done painting, I don't want this to be sticking out like that. There's no way, no how that I'm going to allow that on my project. You shouldn't either. Now, most of the time, doors aren't like this, okay? But I know I can flex this door better than where it is now, and it's going to require me scoring this door stop, because this little piece of trim is separate, okay? Scoring the door stop on here and being very careful not to snap this off or break it. Loosen this one up so I can swivel it, because see, on this side I've got plenty of room. I got 1 3/8 here. It just dive bombs to 1 1/8 over here. So once I loosen it all up and clean off the residue, excess caulking and stuff, so I don't have a bulge or something, then I can push this over. I'll push that over probably, oh, I don't know, 1/4 inch, or maybe a little bit more, and I can just tack it and stuff. And I'll show you that. But that's, you know, do I need to show you how to score next to the door stop? I shouldn't have to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that on this video. Maybe on another door. I've got some other doors in this condo that need to be fixed as well. And I might show it to you later, but this is a quick and dirty. So I know I've got to readjust the stop. You see down here at the bottom it was flush, remember? This is 1 3/8 inches, just like it should be, and up there it's pushed way over. I can tell. And all you got to do is measure it and look at it and know that, hey, what's the deal? How come the door is sticking out? Why didn't they fix that? And I'm going to look at that and do the best I can. So obviously I have to do that before I paint, don't I? And I can do that. It's not going to take me that long to get it fixed and get it recalked and get it ready to be painted. Stick around and I'll show you the middle of this project and the end of this project so you get the idea that, hey, Joe's just an average guy. He's not anything special. If he can do it, I can too. And that's what this video, that's what my channel is all about, by the way. Most of all this stuff I do, you know, I tell people, I say, I'm not going to post and show any video I think you can't do. Okay? So what does that tell you? That tells you anything I do on my channel, I happen to think you can do too. Remember that. Now before I start working on the next door, am I done with this door up till now? No. Not until I clean up and sweep up. I want to get all this stuff because I don't want it tracked out all over the place. I'm done with this door, so there's no sense in leaving a big mess from the drilling, from the cutting out the door stop, from drilling the holes to fix the sagging door. Okay, so I'm not gonna, you know, I'm just gonna do the best I can for right now. That way I don't track it all over into the next room, into the next room, into the next room. So that's just what I like to do. Get in the habit of cleaning up after yourself. You know? You don't want someone to say, oh yeah, I can see, yeah, Joe's been here, because look at all this mess that he left everywhere. He never cleans up. I mean, that's part of your project. Remember that. Hey, you've seen me, I'm working on some doors and they're white. And each time, when I get done with working with one door, I'm going to wash my hands. Because you'd be surprised. Using screws, using finish nails, using your drill and drill bits and stuff, you'd be surprised how dirty your fingers will get working on these white doors. And I don't want to put any more grubby marks than I have to on there. Now granted, these are going to be painted, but your doors might not be painted. So keep your hands as clean as you can on each door before you start working on the next door, okay? Just a little tip from Joe.